This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Can I ask you guys a question and you promise you won't make fun of me?
Yes.
Joe, I need a promise.
Okay.
He's a little tight-lipped.
No,
over
I had
there.
to think.
No, look, we make fun of each other a lot on this show, so that's
Yes.
I can't ask that. But I legitimately don't know the answer to this. And Vicki, you have referenced songwriting on this program before, like, oh, it's a poorly written song. I can't remember where it came up.
Yeah.
Does every song have to have rhyming in it at some point?
Well, I brought up Patio Lanterns.
Is
by
that
Kim
what it
Mitchell.
was?
Yeah.
And it made me think because I don't necessarily notice when songs aren't written like poetry with rhyming.
Because
Right.
most of them are. Most of them rhyme.
But
But
I notice-
Patio Lanterns doesn't.
But I've noticed songs that do rhyme, but do all of them. Is it really abnormal for a song not to have a whole whack of rhyming in it?
You're the singer. Go ahead.
I think it is.
Yeah?
And I think that's why it sticks out to me when it doesn't rhyme. And
then
I'm just talking about the verses.
There'll be a chunk of the song that doesn't seem to have any rhyming in it, and then there'll be, like, is it the chorus that you...
I'm quite intrigued about Patio Lanterns now, to be honest, because I can't get it out of my head.
Well, he's just it's not the chorus rhymes, but
Yes.
Was there another song that brought it up?
Not
in your
really.
Head? No, okay.
I've thought about this for a while.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a stupid question, so, my dad always told me don't ask stupid questions, so I wasn't sure if this was like Captain Obvious time, but...
No, I think 99% of songs rhyme.
Okay.
Their lyrics, yeah. I think, and that's why the ones that don't kind of stand out.
Yeah. I agree with Vicki.
Yeah?
Well, how can I? She's a singer. She could write a song. I've tried to write songs, but usually I go... Like, there's different versions of poetry when it comes to songwriting.
Sure, yeah.
but-
Poetry doesn't always have to rhyme.
Right, but I agree. I think it
Well-
does come across easier to remember anyway when the words
Yeah.
rhyme, right?
Aren't you putting together a song
Oh,
for,
stop
for
it.
Vicki?
Yep.
Yeah, what was that song?
Never.
again?
I can't tell people
Oh,
what the
right.
name of it is. Somebody
Okay.
else could copyright
All
it.
right, no, I know.
But okay, I can't give you the name of it, but I really think I might be onto something here.
We agreed.
Yeah, it's a
Did
good
you?
idea.
Do you really agree?
Yeah.
I do, yeah. It's
Okay,
You put
thanks.
little things together all the time in jingles on this show. and-
I don't know. Yeah, well, that's my. It's my. I think I got something here.
Okay.
File. There's a lot in that file. There's my Alone in a Hotel TV idea.
It's stacking up.
It's stacking up. It's a file.
And we gotta prioritize and put numbers on all these ideas.
If I actually write out this song, I'll release it on the air before we even put music to it. But I want Vicky's help on it, and I go, your help.
I'm in.
I've always loved the bands that spread the wealth, like on
Yeah.
the team with song lyrics and everything else,
Yep.
because some bands never did that, and it always led to trouble later
Always.
on, right? With I always thought that was kind of cool. So
Well, and
you're in.
now I know more about songwriting. See, I feel like I can help more when we go to put pen to paper.
Get out your rhyming dictionary.
I never came out of this conversation thinking you can help more, but
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Good morning, Philly, Joe, and Vicki. Two things today. For the couple that decided to camp at Chalet Beach on the long weekend, we went there on Saturday, and these, I guess, 20-somethings left 3 big jugs of water, empty, obviously, and a plastic lawn chair, and a bunch of other garbage and debris all over the beach where they stayed. Come on. If you want to go and camp on the beach, that's fine. Have a fire, whatever. Be safe. Don't leave your friggin' garbage. It's ridiculously rude.
That was a few weeks ago. I've been meaning to get that on from Dennis the Menace, especially as camping season comes to a close. That is a beef if you don't clean up after yourself when you're camping or at some kind of shared area.
We were talking about this before. Who litters anymore?
I know.
Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
I was going to mention, until you mentioned that it was a few weeks old, the call that if you see some 20-year-olds that look really hydrated, slap them in the back of the head for not picking up their stuff.
That's right.
3 jugs of water in your early 20s? I've never heard that expression
Well,
before.
what we didn't see was the 3 jugs of
Yes.
Jägermeister.
Yes.
And I will say, young people, we've all been there, done stupid stuff. You tend to be a little more absent-minded and maybe
Yes.
don't clean
Yeah.
up after yourself as much as you should. All right, loud guy from traffic here.
Hey, it's the loud guy. What's driving me nuts on the highway is these guys that come up to you and, you're in a pack of traffic and they start flashing their high beams like everybody's going to get the hell out of their way. Well, guess what? That's not happening. Like, you're not on the Autobahn. Like, I see you coming. I see your lights flashing. You don't have to keep doing it because you're not going to get ahead. Just ridiculous.
I don't think I've had that. I get the
Me neither.
I get the tailgating, but that would freak me out if somebody was flashing their brights
Yeah.
at me. Wow.
Hey, listen, I've been getting a few reminders actually just today to make sure you do have your lights on in this heavy super fog that's going on right now in Manitoba.
Yeah.
Mine's broken, and I have to hold it to
For
make
your
my
high beams?
brights. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. It's either broken or I don't know how to work my car.
But the high beams doesn't necessarily help in the fog.
Really? I find it does.
oh,
It's
it
just so you
makes-
could see a bit further ahead, especially this morning.
Yeah, you see more fog ahead.
That's what I don't find it helpful, but anyway, we'll get into a little bit of the fog because we are getting some reports that it's dense out there.
It was dense on the way coming into work, especially when you've got some light issues too. Some light standards
Oh,
have been
yeah.
out in some areas too.
Yeah,
The moisture.
Yeah.
It's intense. Okay, street sweeper.
Hey, Philly, Joe, and to the newest member, Vicki. This is the formerly night shift sweeper. I've recently this year been changed over to days, so I guess I can't keep calling myself the night shift sweeper.
That's the
But
name of a
I
show.
just wanted to call in and say I've been
What was that?
That should have been the name of a show. Night Sweeper.
Hey, add it to your list.
Got a Stephen King feel to it.
Yes,
Eh?
it does.
been listening ever since Vicki came on the show, and gotta say, really good fit. Really good to hear the banter back and forth between all 3 of you. And I just wanted to say welcome, Vicki.
Oh,
Have
thank
yourself
you.
a good day, guys.
Welcome to the daylight, night sweeper.
I'll tell you, see, the show ended right there. As soon as it became day sweeper, it almost like jumped the shark. Like Hot Dog Guy just said, it's like a horror movie outside. It is with that fog. Could you imagine? That would be an episode of Night Sweeper.
What does night sweeper do?
I think he cleans up
Is he a bad guy?
problems. No.
Oh, okay.
Night
Ooh.
Sweeper. He's out there like superhero, cleans up some problems at night.
He's like the equalizer, but
Yes.
the night sweeper.
Someone on the text line says you're not supposed to use high beams in the fog.
That's
Is
right.
that what you're talking about,
That's
Phil?
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
I think it affects the other side.
and don't
other
get me
people.
wrong. No matter how much I think I know that, I still flash them on when it's foggy.
Sure.
And then it's like, that isn't helping.
We're all doing our best. We're just
Sure.
trying to see
That's
what
the
works.
motto. That's the phrasing on this show. We're just doing our best.
It does go on to say that's why fog lights are at the bottom of your bumper to shine light on the road underneath the fog.
There are fog lights?
Oh,
yeah.
We're gonna have.
Can somebody come to my car and show me how
You
it
don't.
works?
You might not all
Oh,
vehicles
okay.
have fog
Probably
lights.
not.
Did the salesperson not walk you around the vehicle?
Okay, pizza toppings. A topic on the show yesterday, and this
Okay, so I'm sitting.
and this is the same guy who originally called about. This is back-to-back days about pizza toppings.
Okay, so I'm sitting here. I've just cooked a frozen pizza. Brought up to the wife about the toppings issue. 100% agree. We're getting ripped off here. I'm the new phone caller. He called me the duper.
The duper.
This is baloney. Full toppings all around. That's what we need. I'm out.
The duper.
Oh, the duper.
Mad about pizza
The
toppings.
duper. That's a good name.
Now, is the duper just going to be a pizza topping guy, or is he going to
He could develop.
You could
into
branch
something
out.
Big. Sure.
Yeah.
get on some
It
other
always
topics?
starts. That pizza's the gateway, Phil.
Okay, and T. Kona. We'll wrap with this one. He's also fired up about pizza toppings.
Today, Chicona, yesterday you guys were talking about pizza, Well, I'm like Joe. I'm a connoisseur of pizza. I can eat that 7 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
But what I hate is getting burned, ripped off with little to no toppings on a goddamn pizza. I'm telling you, when you're paying $40 plus or almost $100 for 2 pizzas, you better put some toppings on that. You know, when you order extra cheese, it's like $4.50 for extra cheese. When you get it and there's barely any cheese or sauce or anything like that, I get pissed. I'm serious about my pizza. You better put some toppings on that damn thing.
That's a valid point. A lot of places, if you are ordering a pizza now, it's so much more for extra toppings, right? And the price is sitting right there. And then if you get your pizza, you don't think it's the value. That was the show idea yesterday. Pizza, not politics.
Oh, yeah,
Pizza,
that's
no
right.
politics. That's right.
A show to bring us all together.
Pizza, no politics.
Save it for the next
But now
episode.
the
I'm writing that down.
toppings are getting political now.
Yeah.
It's the less toppings versus the more toppings people.
Or do we send the night sweeper in to take care of this
You
pizza
don't want the
topping?
night-
Imagine if today was the day your idea changed someone's life. Imagine if you could help someone pay for college, help your community build a new playground, or help a child make it to that dream competition. With GoFundMe, it's all possible. GoFundMe is the world's #1 fundraising platform trusted by over 190 million people. Every week, ordinary people meet their goals and do extraordinary things. Your ideas matter. GoFundMe isn't just for emergencies. Want to raise money for your kid's soccer team or raise funds for a small business, a creative project, or event? GoFundMe helps you turn ideas into reality. And help adds up. Fundraisers you start for someone else raise up to 5 times more. So think right now, who could use your help? Change rarely comes from waiting. It comes from someone deciding, today I'll start. Don't wait for someone else to bring change. Today, start your fundraiser in just minutes at GoFundMe.com. That's GoFundMe.com to start your fundraiser. GoFundMe.com. This is a commercial message brought to you by GoFundMe.
Sweeper.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Oh boy, the fog, the text messages are pouring in this morning, 762-555. Pretty much, like, it's bad in the city, but as expected, outside the perimeter, very bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of fog, so put your lights on.
I can't thank enough people myself on the Boston Pizza text line, because the other half of the texts coming in are all in reference to Vicki and her
Vicki,
problem
push your
with her
handle
brights.
away from you for the brights to go. I've tried that. It doesn't work. I think it's just broken is what it is.
Just to back up a little bit. Yeah, sorry,
offer to fix it, too.
your brights are not working, or you have to hold.
I have to hold it towards me for them to work, but when I put it towards the dash, nothing changes. And I just went to double check out in the parking lot. Yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah, you ran out there bright and early. Did you do any video? Was it a...
No, it's too early.
It was an earth-shattering video.
Yeah, like, who cares?
Yeah.
Really.
Okay.
It sounds like there might be a loose wire or something then in there, but
it's been a problem for a long time. Really, I should have gotten it fixed a while ago.
and
but I
then
keep
how did you
forgetting.
find out? Because of the fog. And then we're also hearing brights aren't the right idea in the fog.
Yeah.
Yes, we're getting that. Don't use the
Use
brights
your fog lights.
in the fog. Do you need, Joe, do you want to go take a look at after the show? You and I pop the hood.
You know what?
I can't wait to see
I'm
this.
going to tell you, to be honest, I thought I just tapped the dash. If that didn't help, I would have to call somebody.
Just give it a good whack.
doing
That
that.
should do it. The Fonzie approach.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Vicki, you said something very funny off air. Because I've got 2 shows on the go right now.
Which is different for you, right?
Yeah, I go through dry spells where I'm not watching anything. I'm watching reruns of The Sopranos or Breaking Bad or something. But right now I'm into Alien Earth, well documented. I could not get you guys to watch, which makes sense. You're either an Aliens franchise person or you're not. Okay, so that's a great show. And then I just started watching Task with Mark Ruffalo. Very good. So I've got 2 on the go right now.
And that's from the makers of Mayor of Easttown, which we all loved.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it is.
well, and the thing is now I want to watch Task because I loved Mayor of Easttown, but Matt wants to watch it, which means I won't be able to watch it for another year because we got too many shows on the go, and every time I have to wait for him to watch a show, I have nothing to watch.
That's the love.
Yeah.
You can feel
I
it.
guess.
It's the compromise that you're making.
I just want to fit. We got the studio, the rehearsal, one more episode of Big Mouth left. There's some other ones, and now Task.
So you're like blocked off now.
Yeah. And
Like-
I want to watch these shows.
Yeah.
Well, I want you to. I failed with getting you on Alien Earth. Now the fact that that you won't get on Task for another year, I can't
Yeah.
talk to you about this show.
Well, that's the thing. And I think if Joe starts watching it, I'm going to feel left out. So
Task?
I'll just have to watch it.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking about it because right now in the backlog, I've got Tulsa King that just dropped on Paramount Plus. I want to watch Task, and then Phil fired me up about it.
Yeah.
Because I just watched
Are you
Mayor.
fired up?
I just watched Mayor of
Easttown.
Easttown. Somebody asked, isn't it Mayor of Kingstown? No, that's a different show with Hugh Dillon. And that's a great show, too.
Yeah, you've seen them both.
Yeah, with Jeremy Renner. But so I've got a couple of shows backed off, but I just started watching Goliath with Billy Bob Thornton. And it's
You
a few
love
years
Billy
old.
Bob. This
Billy
is like
Bob's
your fifth
good.
Billy Bob show.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Well, because Landman is very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm with Phil. So I'm going to start it probably this weekend.
Dude,
So
Okay.
Yeah, let's put
I
the
don't-
pressure on Vicki.
Well,
Do
I
it.
don't want to cause any rift between you and your guy, Matt. But
Maybe
No,
we'll call
we'll just
Matt.
we'll have to push the
Matt,
other
you
shows.
want us to call Matt?
Yeah, well, three-way. It's Philly and Joe. We got to talk to you about Task. Of all things, eh?
The Philly Joe and Vicki Podcast. Be a good person.
Rate or review this show wherever you subscribe and get PJ and V into more ears.
Play along if you'd like. 762-555. We love it when you play along with Would You Rather. Here we go, Vicki. Would you rather wear an eye patch for fashion or a toothpick for fashion? And this is
Ooh.
everywhere you go.
Yeah.
You got the toothpick in or the eye patch on.
Ooh, I feel like the eye patch is going to throw me off just with depth perception.
Driving,
Depth
like
perception.
it could be
yeah.
a lot of problems with
Yeah,
the
I feel
patch.
like it's almost unsafe to have it. I think it can be kind of a badass look, but I think I'm going to go with toothpick.
Okay.
Bit
Joe?
easier to manage.
Yeah. Well, which character on the soap opera when I was growing up had the
Oh.
Blackie? Blackie was his name, right? Wasn't it on
All My
General
Children or
Hospital
something?
or
Oh,
All My
okay.
Children?
Yeah.
And then there was a guy on Days of Our Lives with an eye patch.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Maybe it was
okay.
that one,
Okay.
that show. I don't remember which one. I just remember the guy had a patch. I'll
That
tell
is
you.
such a trope in soap operas, right? There was always the evil twin with an
Oh,
eye
yeah,
patch
of
or
course.
something. Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I know a couple of people that wear eye patches, and there's no way I'm wearing an eye patch. And they go, "You're doing that for like a trend to be trendy?" Like that's never. It's
Yeah.
like people that wear glasses without needing to wear prescription glasses. They
Yeah.
wear them for a fashion statement, right? So I'm going with the toothpick. It worked for Scott Hall as Razor Ramon growing up in the WWE. So I'm
You know-
going with that, Chico.
I could see, Joe, you could pull that off. I'm serious. All right,
It
moving
was,
on.
it was Days of Our Lives, like you
Okay.
said.
Okay.
Thought so.
The patch.
Would you rather be the spokesperson for a head lice medication, Vicki, or the spokesperson for a diarrhea medication? So, hi, I'm Vicki Shea. When I get head
Sure.
lice, I
Yeah.
reach for this.
I had a dream that I had lice, and it was a nightmare.
It's nasty.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it a
can't
dream?
imagine. Yeah, luckily. I've never had head lice.
Okay.
That's where I'm going to stop that sentence. You know what? Everyone's got diarrhea from time
happens.
to
Yes.
time. What are you going to do? Yeah, I'll be the representative for that,
Okay.
I suppose.
You know what? You could be like someone who groundbreaking. You make it easier to talk about through
That's
being a
right.
spokesperson.
That's true. It's such a broad enough topic now, diarrhea, right? Nobody really knows how to spell it properly.
Yeah.
No,
but
That'll be part of my PSA.
that's,
yeah.
I was going to say, but I'm going with that too. Diarrhea by far over it. Like head lice, you're going to be known as that person now for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Hey, didn't I see? Oh, head lice.
yeah. Did you
Yeah,
really have
you'll
it?
still be friends with somebody
Yes.
with diarrhea
Yeah,
who had diarrhea
absolutely.
once,
'Cause
but
that
head
person-
lice, you keep your distance.
Sure, everybody's had diarrhea.
Would you rather be lost on a road trip and run into Leatherface at a gas station, so Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or be lost in the woods and run into a grizzly bear?
Oh, gosh, that's a real tough one.
Do you make conversation with Leatherface? Like he's looking for
Can-
chainsaw oil? Like,
Can he
what-
be reasoned with, I wonder?
Well, I
Does he
don't
even
know.
talk?
Chainsaw, or Leatherface, I don't know that I've seen him talk. So
Isn't he all sewn together with like pieces of whatever?
good luck with that small talk, Vicky. How about the weather?
Yeah, I think I could take him more than I could take a ferocious grizzly bear.
Yeah,
They're very fast. They can climb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I could deal with Leatherface.
I'm getting gas with Leatherface all day long. First of all, I would be lost in the woods like you wouldn't believe. Second of all, at least you can walk in, maybe buy the guy like a cold drink. Or something. The guy always looks disheveled, Leatherface,
He
right?
doesn't look that fast either,
No,
does he?
no.
He just kind of hobbles along like Frankenstein.
Maybe you pay it forward. Buy him his jerry can of gas or whatever he needs for the chainsaw. I'm going with Leatherface all day.
I like how your strategy is make friends with him.
Wait, Joe could. If anybody could,
totally.
he'd be chatting up Leatherface. Yes. Okay, we'll wrap with this one. Would you rather, with zero training, do the Iditarod, that's that long-distance dog sled race in Alaska, or run the Jungle Ultra? This is a marathon through the Amazon rainforest. So you're not training for these, but you have to do them. Like you just show up, and people have been training their whole lives.
Yeah.
And there's Vicki Shea. I just decided to do it on a whim.
This might be an ignorant statement, but is there any skill needed from the driver of the Iditarod?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I've dog sledded before, but just as a passenger on the sled. What skills do you need?
Well, you need to take care of the dogs. You need to be able to steer the dogs.
Yeah.
And,
The elements.
The elements.
Sure.
And know where you're going.
Yeah.
And, seems like you need some experience.
I guess. Just doesn't look so hard to me from the outside, but maybe I'll learn that lesson. But yeah, I get to take care of dogs.
You're
of
going
course,
Iditarod?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going in the jungle.
Well, you get to sit down for a little bit of time there, too. Where the jungle situation, I got to be honest, if I'm just going for climate, I can dress for the winter. You can't really undress for the jungle. Like, that's just too hot at this point in my life.
So you're going Iditarod?
I have no other choice. One of the two.
Wait, what was happening in the jungle?
Nothing. It's just a marathon
Oh,
in
a
the
marathon.
jungle.
Oh, I
But you're
hate
doing
running.
all the work.
Yeah.
At least this case, your buddy, the dogs, are helping you out.
I'll go run in Antarctica before I run in the jungle.
Sure. There you go.
Imagine if today was the day your idea changed someone's life. Imagine if you could help someone pay for college, help your community build a new playground, or help a child make it to that dream competition. With GoFundMe, it's all possible. GoFundMe is the world's #1 fundraising platform trusted by over 190 million people. Every week, ordinary people meet their goals and do extraordinary things. Your ideas matter. GoFundMe isn't just for emergencies. Want to raise money for your kid's soccer team or raise funds for a small business, a creative project, or event? GoFundMe helps you turn ideas into reality. And help adds up. Fundraisers you start for someone else raise up to 5 times more. So think right now, who could use your help? Change rarely comes from waiting. It comes from someone deciding, today I'll start. Don't wait for someone else to bring change. Today, start your fundraiser in just minutes at GoFundMe.com. That's GoFundMe.com to start your fundraiser. GoFundMe.com. This is a commercial message brought to you by GoFundMe.
That's Would You Rather Wednesday.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Have you had the answer to your question on the Boston Pizza text line?
We always get our answers on the
about-
Boston
Which one?
Pizza
Was
text
it
line.
something about Young and the Restless? Is somebody still married?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
No, but we did get a lot about Steve Patch Johnson. And
On Days of Our
I
Lives.
had my character. Well, I mentioned the nickname Blackie. I remember that from the show.
John
but that was
Stamos
John
played
Stamos.
Blackie, yeah.
There were some cool names on soap operas, right? And some good-looking people, right? That kind of stuff. But yeah, the eye patch. I remember that character for some reason. Patch.
It's so funny because when we were off air, I wish people could have heard Joe rattling off all of the soap opera big events. And it's fun. And we all kind of knew what you were talking about, even though we didn't really watch soap operas.
I used to work at a warehouse called Canadian News. They used to distribute all the magazines in Manitoba to the stores, right?
Yeah.
When a lot of places had magazine racks. Anyway, you'd see all the soap opera digest, and you'd see all the photos. It was all the Teen Beat magazines, all the naked magazines. They all came through this warehouse, right? So you'd be seeing them all, and it was like, oh look, Luke and Laura. Didn't know who they were. I wasn't really invested in the show, but you kind of know who they are.
Sure.
Oh, they're getting married on television, are they?
Somebody sent one name in, and I mentioned it off air. Stefano DeMare.
Oh,
Yes.
Stefano.
He was the bad guy on Days of Our Lives.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Or is Demare his last name?
Well, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's Demare.
Damare.
Demare? Stefano
Demare.
Demare. There it is.
That's
All
good.
right.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
I should have left that one to you,
That's
JoJo.
right.
Also, Bo and Hope are still together.
We can only hope.
They are from Days of Our Lives.
That's-
Really?
Yeah.
They have to be the longest running couple in soaps, then, right?
Without question. They broke up. There was
Hey.
a time when Billy, remember
Yeah,
Billy?
yeah.
Lisa Rinna.
She got in the way.
Sure she did.
I've never watched the show, but I even knew who Billy was. You see?
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
And this is insane this morning, just before we get to the question. It's as if, when a therapist or a hypnotist is picking apart your brain and realizing how much you know about something. That's the three of us doing a soap opera deep dive here off air this morning. It's amazing how much we all know about it.
You almost absorb the information by osmosis or something.
It's on in the background or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Tammy just shocked my world by telling me Victor and Nikki are still together.
Wow.
Again, I guess I should be said.
Shocked my
You
world.
got to be one of their friends going, oh my God, another wedding?
Yeah.
How the same two people?
Another social?
Victor's
Yes.
one of those characters, even if you don't know anything about soap operas, you know who Victor is.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, for
Yes.
sure. Okay, Ram Motorsports tickets up for grabs this morning. We announced that yesterday.
Yeah.
And Boo at the Zoo passes.
921-CITI is the code word you're going to need today if you want the pre-sale a little bit later on for Ram Motorsports. And we mentioned yesterday, they got the mini monsters coming too. I love that. What is the top thing employees secretly hate about their job? I've got the top three answers. What is the top thing employees secretly hate about their job?
780 City, 780-2484. Good morning. You're on the air. Go ahead with your guess.
Would it be the boss?
The boss.
No, not the boss, believe it or not.
That wouldn't even be secret, would it? They'd be like, oh, God.
Yeah, you're right, because most people would talk about that
Yeah.
amongst themselves, I would think.
Yeah, very popular
call.
urinal conversation. Hi, City.
Hi, can I take a lifeline?
Philly or Vicki?
I'll do Philly.
Okay. I will say staff meetings. I'll go right at it. Well known in this room that I'm not a fan.
It's not a staff meeting. That's
Yep.
a very warm answer, but it's not specifically the staff meeting.
Okay.
I'm warm.
Yeah.
780 City. Ram Motorsports tickets on the line, as well as passes for Boo at the Zoo. Go ahead with your guess.
Come on, Vicki Shea for the W.
Vicki.
Okay.
You've been red hot, man.
Holiday parties?
Not holiday
Damn,
parties.
I'm sorry.
Don't be, but those are kind of going by the wayside. They're not
Right?
they're not as often.
That's right.
Or a lot of companies aren't doing them anymore.
Yeah.
It's a cost, right? Good morning, City.
Morning, the coworkers.
That's number 3.
My coworkers.
Top thing employees secretly hate about their job, their coworkers, but who are you going to tell?
Yeah, right?
I mean,
Who do you trust?
if you're somebody like the hooligan who calls in on the boat phone, he'll tell you. But
Don't
you know
like
what I
this
mean?
guy.
It's not.
Don't like that guy. Good morning, City.
Morning, can I get a lifeline with Philly?
Yeah. Okay. What percentage again? Just
No percentage.
Oh,
What
there's
is
no-
the top thing employees secretly hate about their job?
staff outings. We're going bowling, and there will be pizza.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, team building. Team building exercises, the top thing employees secretly hate about their job. And it makes sense because you're going to have a couple of people, I'm right on bowling. And some are going to go, oh my God, bowling. I got to see these people after work too. Bowling, yeah.
yeah.
Team building exercises.
All right. Who's this? You got a whole crew there or what?
Yeah, this is Brandon. My crew's mad at me now because I just won.
Yeah.
Brandon has won tickets to Ram Motorsports. He can only take one of you.
Okay. Hang on the line, you guys.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
You guys know that Jamie Lee Curtis was in the original The Fog horror movie back in 1980?
What's the fog?
It's a horror movie about fog, Vicki.
We're living it today.
Oh, right, I
here
forgot.
in Manitoba.
Look,
Did they say in the movie at all to Jamie Lee Curtis and everybody else to make sure you have your headlights on? Because we're getting a lot of that.
Let me just read it. A small town woman is on her way to work without her headlights. No, that's not the
Tale as old as time.
The picture on the movie box here looks like a woman holding a door shut as the fog tries to enter. So you could imagine how terrifying that is. Because fog doesn't enter your house.
Right.
It's when you go outside and drive.
Yeah.
So you can see this is probably part of the plot. Once fog starts trying to come into your house, you got troubles. So that must be. But how about
who's going to take your call seriously when you call 911? You
The
got
fog.
Yeah,
it's at
no
the
one.
door. Jamie Lee Curtis, though, Halloween and The Fog. Like,
Yeah.
she was a horror movie. She was
Yeah,
it.
that's how she got her start.
Yeah.
Are you a little surprised there was only one fog? Like, you'd think the fog could come back, right? Like,
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
with horror movies, there's always a sequel.
that's
or
what
5.
I'm saying. Are
Yeah.
you surprised? Like the fog. I don't know if Fog 2, Fog 3, do you?
I don't know how they beat The Fog. I'm going to have to watch. I'm going to have to figure this out and
It
watch the movie.
says inanimate objects spring eerily to life
Because
because
of the fog.
fog.
Okay. Well, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
And the reason it's very foggy out there, especially, well, I want to say especially outside the city limits, but in town it was bad this morning as well.
Yeah.
We got this on the text line. Maybe put a warning out there for people driving without their lights on, especially outside the city. Like I am right now. I've rolled up twice on 2 cars in thick fog with outdoor lights on. Like I think it's just common sense, especially in weather like this. I can't see 10 feet in front of me.
We've had a bunch of people suggesting that, which is really the scary thing in all this, that there's that many people driving without their headlights on.
Yeah, you'd like to think. Hey, listen, it's just not something you normally do. I guess when it's
Right.
when you don't go to work in the dark, you don't think of having the lights on.
Or your regular lights are on and you think that's enough? I'm not sure.
Yeah, Big Norm's telling us it's bright and sunny in Headingley already. So
Hey.
things are looking up.
Did you just put a big in front of Norm's name?
I did. Well,
We got a lot of bigs already. I don't know, Norm. Are you okay with us throwing big
Yeah,
in front of you?
Medium norm?
Yeah.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast. Be a good person.
Rate or review this show wherever you subscribe and get PJ and V into more ears.
Your spotlight band right there this week, AC/DC and Thunderstruck on 92.1 City. Winnipeg's rock station, Philly Joe and Vicki at 8:40.
You got to wonder about a tour and finishing off with a Canadian run as part of that tour with Akadaka, AC/DC.
Princess Auto Stadium would be amazing. I've seen them twice
Yeah.
at stadium shows in Winnipeg. Is
Yeah.
both times just killer.
Yeah.
Well, you're getting down to the end for a lot of these bands too, right? So one more time. Razor's Edge, 35 years of age this year, so we'll celebrate Sunday night with the Sunday Night Vinyl Series.
Big win, 50-50. So we've got today's Wednesday. You've got the rest of today. Then you've got Thursday.
And just a bit of time for Friday morning.
It's
It
almost
shuts
at
down.
86,000.
So we apparently it goes crazy. Like everybody remembers that they gotta buy their tickets in the final week. It just builds and builds and builds.
Well, every dollar is staying right here and helping out the Dream Factory of Manitoba. Thanks to our friends at Midtown Ford as well for helping us out. But listen, the Dream Factory do all kinds of great things for families. We've talked before about the trips that they put together, those magical occasions where you can send a family, let's say, to Disneyland just to get a bit of an escape from. But it's everyday work that they do. Like, let's say your family is from outside the city and you have hotel expenses and doctor appointments and
That's the
medical
stuff.
needs and
Gas
food.
cards.
And,
Yeah.
They cover off all that stuff. So every dollar you spend, you might get half of it back for good karma. That's the way the 50-50 is going to work. Friday morning, 9:15, we're calling out a name, and the winner will take home half the pot.
And do it like workplace, whether it's the office, job site, whatever. 200 tickets for $100, 50 for 50, 10 for 25, or you can get in if it's just you and you. Like you can get in for as low as $10.
Think of the bowling party you could have with your
Oh,
coworkers
yes.
when you win that pot.
Think about the money you could use to cancel the bowling party at work.